Once upon a time, in a small and impoverished village in Japan, there lived a farmer named Taro. One year, a relentless drought plagued the land, leaving the fields barren and the villagers struggling with hunger and despair. On the night of the brightest full moon of the year, which happened to coincide with the Tsukimi moon viewing festival, Taro decided to host a small ceremony to pray to the moon deity for the village's salvation.
Using the last handful of glutinous rice remaining in his home, Taro crafted small, round mochi cakes. He carefully arranged them in neat rows on a golden tray in the courtyard outside his humble house. Under the moonlight, the glistening mochi resembled reflections of the brilliance in the night sky above. As darkness fell, Taro knelt and spoke. "Oh, noble moon deity, please accept this humble offering. We have little left to give, but we surrender our hearts completely. May you grant us favorable weather and guide us toward a plentiful harvest."
At that moment, a cool breeze swept across the field, and amid the moonlit shadows, Taro saw the faint silhouette of a woman. It was the moon deity. Her voice resonated through the night air. "I have watched your life from the heavens above. Your selflessness and generosity, even in times of struggle, have touched my heart. Tonight, the beauty and heartfelt sincerity of your mochi offering have soothed the spirit of the divine." As dawn broke, dark clouds gathered in the sky, and heavy rain poured down upon the parched fields. The village's lands sprang back to life, and vibrant green shoots of rice filled the fields. The villagers came together to thank Taro for his kindness and courage.
From that day onward, the custom of crafting round mochi, placing them on golden trays, and offering them beneath the moon during the Tsukimi festival was born. The villagers believed that the simmering light cast upon the mochi under the full moon symbolized their pure hearts and prayers, which could be heard and answered by the gods. Good evening, my little angels.
Today, we just shared a folk tale called The Farmer and the Tower of Mochi Cakes. This story has been passed down through generations in farming communities of northern Japan, closely tied to the Tsukimi moon viewing customs, originating in the Heian period from 794 to 1185. While it may not be as renowned as the tale of the moon rabbit pounding rice for the mochi from part 1, it remains one of the many enduring stories documented in modern cultural folklore studies, such as Noriko Rider's 2020 work, Seasonal Folk Festivals of Japan.
Let's look back at part 1. We learned about Japanese Mid-Autumn Festival known as Tsukimi, a celebration dating back over 800 years, where mochi plays an indispensable role, and discovered the rich history of this extraordinary rice cake. How has mochi become a key element of this millennium-old festival? That's what we'll uncover in part 2.
And here's the answer. According to old traditions of the Tsukimi festival, the centerpiece is the Tsukimi Dango Towers, described in the tale of the farmer and the tower of mochi cakes. Tsukimi Dango refers to the traditional and original form of mochi, round rice cake that may or may not have fillings. These dango are often stacked in a pyramid-like tower and presented on a small tray called a sambo as an offering during the festivities.
The Tsukimi Dango Towers are still a recurring tradition in Tsukimi celebrations today, particularly in the annual festivals of Kyoto, Japan's ancient capital. Despite modern times, Tsukimi in Kyoto still retains in traditional charm. After a day of work, Kyoto families often gather at home for the evening of the Mid-Autumn Festival. They arranged tsukimi dango, seasonal fruits and autumn flowers, on a small table near a window, alongside on a metal suzuki, and enjoy hot tea while admiring the moon's beauty. You might wonder why Suzuki grass is included. The answer lies in the Japanese belief that placing Suzuki grass beside the Tsukimi Dango Tower will ward off evil spirits and bring good fortune. In Kyoto's Tsukimi Festival, the celebration also includes traditional music performances featuring classical Japanese instruments like the koto, a type of zither, and the shakuhachi, a bamboo flute. These concerts are often hosted in renowned temples such as Kiyomizu-dera. Immersing oneself in moon viewing within a serene environment is believed to center the soul and foster harmony with nature.
In tropical regions like Okinawa, the Tsukimi Festival takes on a more communal atmosphere compared to the solemn and refined traditions of Kyoto. Yet, even in its simplicity and rustic charm, the mochi rice cakes of Okinawa bear a touch of creativity that reflects the island's character. For instance, the dough is sometimes mixed with locally grown purple sweet potatoes or infused with coconut milk to create a unique flavor that sets it apart. The rituals and ceremonies surrounding mochi are also distinct. After moon offerings are made with the traditional Tsukimi Dango Towers, Okinawans participate in a special activity called Mochi Maki, the Mochi Throwing Festival. In this lively tradition, mochi is tossed into fields, paddies, and open spaces as prayers for bountiful harvest and prosperity are offered.
James Robertson, a British traveler who once experienced the Mid-Autumn Festival in Kyoto and Okinawa, noted a striking contrast between the two celebrations in the book Seasonal Festivals and Customs in Japan. Describing Kyoto's Mid-Autumn atmosphere, he wrote that it felt steeped in solemnity and elegance, with an air of stillness and refinement that brought to mind the regal heritage of Japan's imperial court. Even the lantern-lit streets of Gion, glowing brightful during Tsukimi nights, evoke scenes reminiscent of a serene ink wash painting. In Okinawa, however, the festival embodies a more dynamic and folk-inspired energy. Vibrant activities like Mochi Maki and the music of the shanshin, a three-stringed instrument unique to Okinawa, fill the air with festive cheer. On Tsukimi nights, families and community groups come together to play the shanshin, singing joyful songs and celebrate the moon, nature, bountiful harvests, and the bonds of unity. These melodies, full of cheer and vitality, reflect the unique cultural heritage of the Ryukyu Island, with Okinawa being one of its key islands. In fact, the Mid-Autumn Festival here even carries its own Ryukyuin name, rooted in ancient traditions. Reflecting on Okinawa's unembellished yet lively atmosphere, Robertson remarked on the rare and beautiful harmony between Japanese culture and the heritage of the ancient Ryukyu kingdom.
For children in Okinawa, Tsukimi is a time of playful joy. They engage in games such as Usagi Gassen, rabbit battle, sing festive songs, and craft paper lanterns by hand. Meanwhile, the adults, especially those in coastal fishing villages, observe the Karomai tradition of fishing for prawns and fish under the full moon. This ritual takes place immediately after the moon viewing prayers, as villagers launch boats into the luminous waters to harvest seafood beneath the moonlight, serving as a festive celebration and a means of sustaining their livelihoods.
Leaving behind Okinawa's rustic charm and heading to bustling cities like Tokyo, the humble Mochi undergoes a complete transformation, embracing modern innovation and bold creativity.
Nestled in lively Shinjuku district, Mochi Mochi no Ki is a small yet renowned mochi shop celebrated nationwide for its inventive approaches to modern mochi dessert. The star of the menu is Ichigo Daifuku, a mochi filled with fresh strawberries. Each perfectly round piece of mochi features an ultra-thin, silky soft exterior that wraps around a whole juicy strawberry, sitting atop a bed of traditional sweet red beans, or as known as uncle paste. With every bite, the textures and flavors blend seamlessly, creating an unforgettable experience. Another standout treat is their plum mochi, which encases a tangy, sweet pickled plum inside a delicate white mochi shell, unusual and aromatic.
At Seoishi Squistan, Mochi takes an unexpected fusion route with their mochi cheesecake. This creation combines Japanese tradition in European style. A thin, smooth layer of mochi encloses an airy cheesecake filling that has milder flavor compared to conventional cheesecake. The shop offers versions such as ricotta cheese, lemon, or matcha cheesecake, adding a playful versatility to the dessert. To elevate the flavor even further, you can sprinkle roasted soybean flour, kinako, on top, enhancing the experience with a classic Japanese touch. The nutty, subtly sweet aroma of kinako mingles beautifully with the creamy cheesecake for a harmonious blend of modern and traditional flavors.
Another notable innovation is the raindrop cake, reinvented by Tokyo's Sweet Studio. This dessert, inspired by Yamanashi's famous mochi creation, takes the form of crystal clear, water-like droplets, elegantly served. The raindrop cake by Totoro elevates the original concept with fresh presentations, pairing the ethereal design with fruit-based sauces like strawberry or mango for a vibrant and refreshing twist. Meanwhile, in the historical streets of Asakusa, the long-established sweet shop Asakusa Kagetsudo, famous for its oversized melon pan, or as known as Japan melon bread, has revolutionized mochi desserts by combining the two into the melon pan ice cream sandwich. This playful creation features a mochi ice cream filling tucked inside the crisp, golden crust of their signature melon pan. The contrast between the chewy, creamy mochi and the crunchy exterior gives it an uniquely addictive texture that delights many visitors. Daring yet harmonious, this dessert has become a must-try for locals and tourists alike.
Tokyo's mochi landscape is teeming with endless possibilities, from specialized mochi shops shared enthusiastically across food forums. The dessert has become a canvas for culinary imagination. During the Mid-Autumn Festival, families venture out to observatories like Tokyo Skytree or Roppongi Hills, where children listen to scientific tales and mythical legends about the moon. They also participate in community events at parks and schools, keeping the traditions vibrant while enjoying the creative culinary offering the city has to offer.
Wow! Together, we've traveled a long road through history, exploring Mochi and the Mid-Autumn Festival across Japan, from its ancient roots to dazzling modern adaptations. Mochi has proven to be a versatile, timeless treasure that remains deeply ingrained in Japanese culture, despite undergoing countless transformations over the centuries. But making it is just easy. It requires only a handful of simple, accessible ingredients and minimal preparation, making it perfect for a fun activity to try together at home. Let's get started and make our own mochi today. Ingredients: 200 gram glutinous rice flour. You can use either Vietnamese glutinous rice flour or Japanese glutinous rice flour for making mochi. 50 gram white sugar, 200 milliliter filtered water, corn starch or potato starch for dusting and preventing sticking. As for the filling, you can prepare store-bought sweet red bean paste or opt for other fillings such as ice cream, chocolate, or fruit preserves according to your taste. Now, let's make mochi together.
Step 1. In a large mixing bowl, combine the glutinous rice flour and sugar. Gradually add water while stirring until the mixture is smooth and free of lumps. Step 2. Pour the mixture into a heat-proof bowl and cover with plastic wrap or foil. Place the bowl in a steamer and steam for about 10 to 12 minutes. Once fully cooked, the dough will change from a milky white to a translucent finish. Step 3. Knead and mix the steamed dough thoroughly using a wooden spoon or baking spatula. At this stage, it will be very sticky and elastic. Step 4. Sprinkle cornstarch or potato starch over a flat surface. Transfer the warm dough onto the prepared surface and continue kneading until it no longer sticks to your hands. Divide the dough into equal-sized portions. Step 5. Flatten each portion of dough slightly and place your chosen filling in the center. Carefully wrap the dough around the filling, molding it into a smooth, round ball to ensure the filling is neatly sealed inside.
You're nearly done. Allow the mochi to rest at room temperature for 15 to 20 minutes. You can enjoy them right away or store them in the refrigerator to enjoy chilled, especially if filled with ice cream.
Although the recipe is simple, it involves the hot water and steam. My little angels, be sure to invite your parents or another trusted adult to help. We never work in the kitchen alone if we can't yet protect ourselves from kitchen accidents.
This concludes this year's Mid-Autumn Story Times. We wish all my little loves a restful sleep and a joyful Mid-Autumn Festival surrounded by the ones you hold dear.
We kiss you long on your forehead.
See you again next time.